Welcome to Books in Sum, your go-to for bite-sized book summaries.
Poor Charlie's Almanack by Peter D. Kaufman. While Charles T. Munger is one of the world's wealthiest businessmen, he maintains a low-key persona and is revered for his principled approach to investing. He lives simply and invests with great integrity, always demanding transparent accounting and refusing to place his wealth in offshore tax haven. His children recall their father working from dawn until dinner time, instilling in him a strong work ethic and a philanthropic spirit. William Borthwick, one of Munger's sons, recalls how his father instilled in him the importance of doing a job properly the first time around. Charles Munger was a famous philanthropist and a strict father, and these are the main points of this text. His non-traditional path through higher education fostered his growth as an original thinker and risk-taker, and ultimately prepared him for success as an investor. Munger's early life was marked by intense study. He spent many hours poring over medical journals in the library of a family friend who was a doctor. He attributes much of his success to his decision to study mathematics and physics in college, two subjects he has always found fascinating and fascinatingly challenging. Unfortunately for Munger, he was unable to complete his education before he was forced to enlist in the military like so many other young men of his age. After enlisting in the Army Air Corps, Roger Munger attended classes at NMSU and Caltech. He left the military in 1946, marking the first of many pivotal years in his professional life. He was accepted to and graduated from Harvard Law School as a magna cum laude student. World War II's upheavals pushed Munger in an unorthodox direction, but it ultimately helped him develop into a free spirit capable of original thought. Munger's professional investing career began with a chance encounter at a dinner party. After finishing up at Harvard, Munger moved to California to join a law firm, where he eventually amassed enormous wealth. But he was perpetually restless, always looking for new ways to expand his wealth, power, and intellectual horizons. The fateful dinner conversation that led to Munger's current line of work was the answer to his restless soul. Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett have a fruitful working relationship that has helped them both remain successful investors well into their 90s. Their partnership benefits from Munger's background in physics, mathematics, and law, all of which he incorporates into their investment decisions. Buffett keeps Munger on his toes by presenting him with novel intellectual challenges and opening up countless doors for him in the business world. The conglomerate is massive, with 175,000 employees, and Munger is a principled investor committed to operating with the highest ethical standards. Insider trading, falsifying financial records to make investments look better, and other such practices are strongly condemned by Munger. This inspires a great deal of trust among the firm's clientele and business associates. Charlie Munger is a well-known shareholder in the tax-compliant company Berkshire Hathaway. He orders all Berkshire Hathaway shareholders and employees to stay out of legal ambiguity because he has zero tolerance for even mildly sanctioned illegal behavior. Because of this approach, Berkshire Hathaway has been able to keep its good name while companies like Enron have been engulfed in scandal. Particularly notable in light of the 2008 global financial crisis is Munger's ethical business policy, in which he criticized accountants who engaged in creative accounting to aid their clients in falsifying their financial statements. Accounting for derivatives, which involves creating financial contracts based on the speculated value of an underlying asset, is one of the most unethical practices that Munger sees as evidence of the moral decay of corporate accounting firms. Companies that inflate their books with value based solely on speculation can expect a significant blow-up, as Charlie Munger warned. In 2008, when the financial crisis began, it became clear that derivatives have little to no value. According to Munger, the most important thing is to admit when you're wrong and grow from the experience. Over the course of his career, he has made countless grave errors of judgment, such as passing up an opportunity to invest in Walmart because he thought the stocks were too expensive, and almost passing up an opportunity to invest in the premium candy manufacturer See's Candy. As far as Munger is concerned, the most important thing is to admit fault and grow from the experience. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger are two of the world's most successful investors. Both Munger and Buffett are known for their sit-on-your-ass investing approach, in which they wait for a good opportunity and then buy up large portions of a company, and for their openness to changing their minds in situations like this. Berkshire Hathaway has made over $2 billion using this strategy, so clearly it's working. Patience and focus have also been crucial for Munger and Buffett, who saw an opportunity to invest $1.3 billion in Coca-Cola at a very good price, making Berkshire Hathaway the largest shareholder. They had faith in the company and were willing to play the long game, and now their investment is worth $8 billion. Berkshire Hathaway prefers to invest in a small number of high-quality companies rather than a large number of low-quality companies. When it comes to investing, Munger takes the slow and steady approach, like the proverbial tortoise rather than the hasty hare. This approach has served him well, as evidenced by his impressive track record. An investor needs a wide variety of tools from various fields to effectively address issues. A good educational model is pilot training, as compared to the singular focus of elite educational institutions like the Harvards of the world. Pilots need to be highly adaptable in their thinking and quick to solve issues. Passing a test is not sufficient. Every pilot needs to maintain their proficiency with flight simulators and update their knowledge base through lifelong learning. They also use checklist techniques, where they mentally tally up the problem and all the possible causes or solutions to it, no matter how improbable they may seem at first. Investors need to be aware of and make use of their own psychological biases and limitations, such as by employing a two-track analysis to logically weigh all the information about the investment against any potential subconscious biases. In the world of investing, knowing your weaknesses and capitalizing on them can be a game changer. Munger and Buffett, for instance, each have their own well-defined circle of competence that they use to ascertain whether or not they are qualified to make an investment. When investing in high-tech industries like computers and internet-based products, investors need to be able to identify when the wave is at its peak. Although Benjamin Graham's approach to value investing has been fruitful, many cheaply traded stocks ultimately fail. Instead of looking for companies that have gone bankrupt, Charlie Munger advises investors to put their money into successful ones that will only improve over time. Management, product positioning, and the current market position of the company's product are all crucial considerations when determining whether or not to make a purchase. Companies like Coca-Cola and Gillette have global distribution networks that are nearly foolproof and enjoy unrivaled brand recognition. Gillette can afford to invest in cutting-edge tech so it can keep its edge in the market. Finding a company that is ready to ride the success wave is the surest way to make a fortune, even more so than investing in a company with good management and a good product. The best investors can keep their cool, wait for the right opportunity, and then put all of their resources into just a few high-quality holdings that they plan to keep for the foreseeable future. To invest with integrity, one must adhere to a set of personal values. Take this piece of advice to heart and pick up a book at the library that you would normally pass up. Both Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett attribute their business success to their insatiable curiosity and willingness to consider alternative points of view.
We hope you found this summary helpful in your listening journey. If you're interested in diving deeper into the topic or getting your hands on the whole book, be sure to check the description below where we've included links to the book and other related products that may be useful to you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on our latest book summaries. And feel free to leave a comment with any suggestions or requests for books you'd like us to cover. Thanks again for tuning in and happy listening.